Hi everybody. Okay, so I've been making cold processed soap for probably about a year now, but I've only had two failures within that year, and this is one of the failures. Actually, when I started um, mixing the soap, I used lard, probably like 10% coconut oil, and maybe like 5% canola oil. Um, Immediately when I started mixing those things with the lye, maybe after 2 minutes, I noticed trace, and I've never achieved trace that fast. So I knew that there was going to be something wrong with this batch. So then after that, after I mixed the lye and the oils together, I put in my fragrances, which smell really good. These fragrances are by Candle Science. One of them is sandalwood. I also put baby powder fragrance in, which is very, very, it smells exactly like baby powder, and it's very strong, and it smells really, really pretty. And I also used a little bit of clean cotton, and the result was just, the smell was just so magnificently beautiful that I just did not want to go ahead and throw the batch away. So once I mixed the fragrance oils, everything was fine. But then when I started mixing in the colors, all of a sudden my my dough got extremely hard, like almost like rock-like consistency. So I tried to work fast. I tried to fill my mold. I tried to fill my mold up as quickly as possible. And so I put the yellow on the bottom, and I wanted to have the blue, like blue little swirls or whatever on top. And so it didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to. Here's a little sample of the blue part. So in the morning when I tried to cut it, the soap started falling apart as I was cutting it. So the soap turned out, I think it turned out kind of okay looking. It wasn't that bad, but I didn't like the fact that it was just crumbling and falling apart. So I just went ahead and started to rebatch this. And so this is my first time ever rebatching soap. And like I said, I didn't want to just throw it away because, you know, it smells so, so good, and I just hate to waste it. Um, Here's some other things, some other soaps that I've made in the past. I made these last week. They turned out fine. This one is made with mostly lard and probably about 10% coconut oil. And I also made this one. This is my first time trying swirls. This one, I like this one a lot. It came out really pretty. And this is just a sample of the soaps that I made. Another one that came out nice was this one. This one, this one came out really pretty, and mostly I soap with lard because it's a lot cheaper than coconut oil, and the lather is really good when I use mostly lard, anyways. So those are the soaps that I made in the past. I made those around the beginning of the year, so January 2017, and they all turned out okay. Now this batch right here, I'm just going to continue cutting it, and I'm trying to separate the blue from the yellow because I know when I start to cook it down, if I get too many blue chunks in the yellow, it's going to turn my soap green, and I don't want a green soap. I don't think that's going to look very attractive. So what I'm trying to do is separate the blue from the yellow, and I'm going to melt these down, melt the blue color separately from the yellow. So as you can see, you see how the soap just crumbles? I've never experienced that before. If anybody has if this has ever happened to anybody else, or if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Maybe I did something wrong, I'm not sure. But anyways, I think it was the color that I added that made the soap stiffen up like really quickly. Okay, and I'll get back to you periodically to let you know how it's going. I'll be right back.